Some legends roar onto the scene, then vanish like smoke in the rear view. They weren't just cars, they were flashes of rebellion, horsepower, and innovation that the world wasn't ready for. Some were killed by regulations, some by bad timing, others simply by being too far ahead of their time. Today we're firing up 10 muscle cars that disappeared without warning, machines that deserved the spotlight but slipped into the shadows. Buckle up, because by the end, you'll be asking how the world ever let these monsters fade away. 1. 1971, AMC Matador. AMC was the scrappy underdog of the muscle wars, and the Matador machine was their last wild haymaker. Painted in outrageous red, white, and blue stripes, it looked like Uncle Sam had built a drag car. Under the hood, a 401 cubic inch V8 pushing 330 horsepower, not class-leading, but raw and underrated. Problem was, by 71, the muscle era was collapsing. Insurance premiums skyrocketed, gas prices crept up, and AMC didn't have the marketing muscle of Ford or Chevy. The Matador machine vanished almost as quickly as it arrived. Today, it's a forgotten firework, brilliant, loud, and gone in an instant. 2. 1969 Dodge Charger 500. Everyone remembers the Daytona with its skyscraper wing, but the Charger 500 was the stepping stone. Built to fix the Charger's aerodynamic flaws, it ditched the tunneled grille and added a flush rear window, making it slipperier for NASCAR. With the legendary 426 Hemi under the hood, it was a missile on wheels. But here's the twist. Dodge built just over 500, and before fans could blink, the Daytona replaced it. The Charger 500 disappeared into obscurity, overshadowed by its more flamboyant sibling. Yet, without it, the Daytona wouldn't exist. It's the unsung middle child of Mopar's Aero dynasty. 3. 1970 Mercury Cyclone Spoiler 2. Ford's lesser-known cousin, Mercury, wanted in on the Aero Wars, too. Enter the Cyclone Spoiler 2, a bizarre, stretched-nose fastback built purely for NASCAR. Its 429 Cobra jet engine pumped out 370 horsepower, and on the track, it was all business. But barely 500 were made, just enough to satisfy NASCAR's rules. Then, new regulations slammed the door shut. The Cyclone Spoiler 2 was gone, erased before most people even knew it existed. Today, it's a ghost of the racing world, a muscle car built not for streets, but for survival. 4. 1974 Pontiac GTO. The GTO was the car that started the muscle craze. But by 74, Pontiac was desperate. They slapped the sacred GTO badge on a Pontiac Ventura, basically a Chevy Nova in disguise. Under the hood, you got a 350 or optional 400 cubic inch V8, but it was a shadow of its former self. Fans were furious. This wasn't the GTO they remembered. It was a downsized imposter. Sales tanked, and Pontiac killed the GTO name altogether. Today, this car feels like a tragic epilogue, the mighty goat reduced to a whisper before vanishing into the fog of the 1970s. 5. 1977 Dodge Charger Daytona SE. Daytona. The name screams speed, victory, and wings slicing through NASCAR air. So what happened in 1977? Chrysler dusted off the badge and glued it to a bloated personal luxury coupe. Instead of a 426 Hemi, you got a 400 cubic inch smog-era V8, gasping out maybe 190 horsepower. Fans didn't buy it. Literally. Sales fizzled, and Dodge quietly buried the Daytona name until the 1980s. Today, the 77 Daytona SE is a forgotten oddball, a sad reminder that sometimes even legends can be misused. 6. 1971 Plymouth GTX 440 plus 6. If the Roadrunner was the cartoon prankster, the GTX was the smooth-talking older brother. It packed serious punch, a 440 cubic inch six-pack V8, pumping out 385 horsepower with enough torque to twist asphalt. But unlike the stripped-down Roadrunner, the GTX came loaded with luxury touches: vinyl, chrome, and class. Sadly, the timing was brutal. By 1971, emissions, insurance, and fuel costs were hammering performance cars. The GTX was discontinued, leaving the Roadrunner to carry on alone. The GTX didn't just disappear, it evaporated, a luxury muscle car too refined for the storm ahead. 7. 1968 Ford Torino-Talladega prototype. Before the famous Torino-Talladega hit NASCAR, Ford built a handful of prototype versions, test beds for aerodynamics that looked like muscle cars from another planet. Sleeker nose, stretched body, Cobra jet power under the hood. These were the experimental weapons Ford used to study airflow before going all in on NASCAR's aero battles. Almost none survived. Most were scrapped, stripped, or lost to time. But their DNA shaped Ford's racing dominance. The Talladega prototypes proved that sometimes the most important muscle cars are the ones never meant for the public. 8. 1969 Chevrolet Copo Camaro ZL1. The words Copo Camaro are already legendary, but the ZL1 is next level. Built through Chevy's sneaky central office production order, it came with a full aluminum 427 big block. The engine alone cost as much as a new Camaro. Output? Officially 430 horsepower, but in reality, closer to 500. Chevy only built 69. They were too expensive, too wild, too much car for the market. The ZL1 disappeared almost immediately, but today, it's one of the rarest, most valuable Camaros ever, worth millions. Proof that sometimes being too extreme means being forgotten, until decades later. 9. 1973 Buick Century GS Stage 1. Buick wasn't supposed to make muscle cars. They built cushy cruisers for doctors and lawyers. But the Century GS Stage 1 proved them wrong. It had a 455 cubic inch V8, delivering a crushing 370 pound-feet of torque, a sleeper in a tailored suit. Yet 1973 was the wrong year to flex muscle. Emissions killed horsepower, and buyers wanted economy, not torque monsters. The GS Stage 1 vanished quietly, leaving behind almost no legacy. Today, it's a secret handshake among Buick fans, the gentleman's brawler that never got its fight. 10. 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado GT prototype. A front-wheel drive muscle car in 1966? That was Oldsmobile's gamble with the Toronado. Its 425 cubic inch rocket V8 made 385 horsepower, sending all that grunt to the front wheels through a chain-driven transmission. It was radical, dangerous, and way ahead of its time. The GT prototypes pushed it even further. Hotter cams, more compression, brutal acceleration. But the idea of a muscle car with front-wheel drive was just too weird for America. The prototypes were shelved, and the Toronado quietly faded into luxury car territory. What was once revolutionary became forgotten.